My name is Michael Peace and I'm a specialist trainer of young and problem horses.
So Michael, if you could tell me a little bit about why most horses that you've worked with have had problems with loading, what the things that cause the most trouble for them are.
Okay, usually it's because they're genuinely afraid of what you're asking them to do. So it might be the noise of the ramp, it might just be the texture of the ramp, and then the small space that you're asking them to step into. And to overcome that, we need to get them to understand every part of the process, so not just running them in and blind and hazing them in, but to get them understanding each step up the ramp and into the lorry and then the turn at the top and coming out too. And once they're happy with that, then once they get it, they're happy to do it then in the future. I think if you start with the position of empathy, that they are afraid and that they need help, rather than, lots of times horses are people think they're just taking the mickey when in fact they are worried. So if you start with that as a premise, that they're worried and they need help, and just think of it in your terms with any phobia you might have and how you might like somebody to help you, and that's all about being directed positively into it, but given the space to learn about it and not being crowded so that there's too much pressure. I think that's what happens a lot of times with horses, is there's just too much pressure with people come in and they're trying to help and give you advice and they want it done now. Just break it down into its smallest parts and help the horse understand each one, and put them all together at the end, and you should have a horse that loads.